Is Russia at risk of being locked out of international financial transactions? Russian aggression in Ukraine has increased calls for tougher economic sanctions against Moscow, including the possibility of cutting off Russia from SWIFT, the world's primary international payments network. This would have a negative impact on Russian trade and make doing business with Russia more difficult. Hello and welcome to YouNik Economy, a channel about geopolitical and economic issues that never seems to go away. Let's have a look at how the ongoing crisis between Russia and Ukraine affects global trade, as you may be aware. One of our earlier videos examined the likely Western activities against Russia, and Russia's response to such acts. We'll take a short look at that option in this video. Interbank payments are made easier via SWIFT, the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, a secure messaging system that speeds up payments between banks throughout the world and cross-border. Using SWIFT messaging, banks that have established links with other banks may send and receive payments. Payment instructions are usually honored without inquiry since the communications are encrypted. This makes it possible for financial institutions to deal with large numbers of transactions quickly. When it comes to funding foreign commerce, it's the most common method of managed payment messages with 11,000 financial institutions. SWIFT platform delivered around 38 million SWIFT-FIN messages every day in 2020, according to its 2020 annual review, and 42 million messages in 2021 every day. There are billions of dollars exchanged via the system every year. Since its inception in the 1970s, the SWIFT network has grown to include tens of thousands of institutions throughout the world. According to its 2020 annual review, SWIFT generated €36 million in profit in 2020 and for the most part, it serves its members. SWIFT's exclusion of Russian banks would severely limit the country's ability to participate in global financial markets. It would be more difficult for Russian businesses and people, as well as foreign investors, to pay for imports and exports, to borrow money, or to invest abroad. Other payment methods, such as mobile phones, messaging applications, or email, are possibilities for Russian banks. As a result, transaction volumes and expenses may decline and increase as a result of Russia's banks being able to make payments via banks that have not been sanctioned by other nations. As a result of Russia's banks being shut off from SWIFT, exporters would have to pay a higher price for their products to reach Russia. Russia is one of the world's largest importers of manufactured products. According to World Bank statistics, the Netherlands and Germany are Russia's second and third largest trade partners. Despite the fact that Russia does not rank among each country's top 10 export markets. As a result, it's possible that foreign customers of Russian commodities may start looking for alternatives. Buyers from outside Russia may have a difficult time finding new sources of oil and gas. According to the European Commission, Russia is the primary source of crude oil, natural gas, and solid fossil fuels for the EU. EU sources said that banning Russia from SWIFT is unlikely to be agreed upon at this point. Since its inception, SWIFT has rejected attempts to exclude particular nations from participating in its network. As a neutral entity, it has said that it would not disconnect any institutions due to political pressure. SWIFT, which has its headquarters in Belgium, is subject to Belgian and EU regulations, which may involve economic penalties. According to SWIFT's website, whilst sanctions are applied independently in various countries throughout the globe, SWIFT cannot unilaterally pick which jurisdiction's sanction system to follow. The European Union banned SWIFT in March 2012 from servicing sanctioned Iranian companies and persons due to Tehran's nuclear program. The list includes the central bank and other large banks. At this time, it's unclear how SWIFT would react if the United States imposed penalties. If you loved this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and, if you haven't already, subscribe to stay up with new videos and updates.